Stage 3 of the Dakar Rally brings challenging terrain and high winds in the dunes. This will test even the most skilled athletes. The soft, sandy mountains of Saudi Arabia's empty quarter will have competitors looking for the right way to the finish. Today is the loop stage, which means competitors will start and end at the same bivouac. It will be a long and fast route that features 250 miles of racing.
Pablo Quintanilla caught Barreda and Ricky Prebeck after about 40k, but it wasn't easy going in this technical, rocky part of the stage early on. Plenty of riders getting in a spot of bother. Barreda, Prebeck and Quintanilla ended up being joined by Nacho Cornejo and Ross Branch. It's a real tactical game of cat and mouse at the moment, with riders losing a lot of time when they open and then recovering it the following day when they start much further back. Last year's top two currently running 13th and 12th overall, but it could be wildly different by tomorrow. Some riders trying to stay in the middle of the park. Luciano Benavides is 7th overall, but he hasn't gone higher than 8th on a stage. Leading rookie Daniel Sanders 8th today, just ahead of fellow debutant Rui Gonçalves. A couple of minor crashes, but otherwise it was a solid day for the Aussie. Meanwhile, Xavier de Sultre has made a dream start to life with HT Rally Raid. He's running in 3rd overall. Well, plenty of riders group, but Sam Sunderland spent most of the day on his own. A few small errors early on and he had to battle through the wind, but the 2017 champion still came 5th and sits 5th overall. Matthias Wagner lost 2 hours 26 yesterday after his mechanical, but no such problems with that KTM today. He went slicing through the field to finish in 3rd place. Well, Sunderland mentioned the wind, and just look at what they had to deal with. Kevin Benavides also started a long way back, and he was able to push all day. He was 13th overall this morning and 2nd overall by this evening. The Argentine just cruising over the dunes as his yo-yo Dakar continues. He was the runner-up on the stage. The victory went to Toby Price, his 2nd in 3 stages. The Australian admitted that these big highs and lows are pretty frustrating, and he says it's impossible to predict what's going to happen between now and Jeddah. This was the story of the day, though. Skyler Howes snatching the overall lead with what he described as a perfect run. Like de Sultre, the American has simply remained consistent throughout, and he now finds himself in the rather unusual position of leading the rally for the Mas Dakar team.
Bernard ten Brinker's Toyota was going well into the stage, but out of view had a roll and had to wait for the T5 truck to collect him. He was otherwise okay. 2nd into the day, Carlos Sainz has lost 31 minutes. A huge blow for the reigning champion. Can he recover after the bad luck of an engine problem yesterday and now more time slipping through his hands? That precious time finding a waypoint drops him to 4th overall. Another great day, though, for the amiable Frenchman Mathieu Serradori. He's now in 3rd overall, a huge thing for the little team. The BRX team are happy as it's caught a distance of the rally tonight. Sebastian Loeb unfortunately had 3 punctures today, so to finish 3.5 minutes off the stage win with 3rd means he's back in the hunt for stage wins. Might a 15th stage victory be on the cards? Al-Qasimi retired on stage 3 last year, but finished stage 3 this year, meaning he's crested that mountain that has been bugging him for the last 12 months. So a 5th today is a great step forward, inside the top 10 overall. Yassir Saidan flew, literally, but had to take it steady elsewhere to get 4th. 4 minutes gone today means Petter Hansel lost a little bit of a buffer over his rivals. What has Petter Hansel got up his sleeve? The buggy is still quick on the open stages and unlikely to get stuck in the dunes. But if the stages are twisty, the advantage may go to his 4-wheel drive rivals. 26-year-old Henk Lantegan is a huge star, not just for the future, but today with a brilliant 2nd that has put him 7th overall. He's only ever had 3 days in the dunes and never driven to waypoints. But what a result! The bivouac can see the smiles from Joburg. Nasser Al-Attiyah led at the halfway point by just under 3 minutes, and he expanded on that to the line. After such a close finish last year, the minutes here and there may well make the difference in 2021. He's committed as always and 100% gets the feel of the terrain here in Saudi Arabia. He had new dampers and suspension from the Toyota Gazoo racing team last night, and it worked fantastically for the Qatari. Dakar stage win number 38. The lightweight cars are rarely going to get stuck in the dunes, so it's all about pace, momentum and balance to skim over the sand. The man on the stage was Chaleco Lopez, who after 4 hours and 20 minutes of rallying came in top of the pile, but it was close, as 10 minutes covered the next 12 crews. What a day though for Austin Jones, having previously finished 7th on the Baja 1000. He's learnt from the best. Today, just 23 seconds off victory. He's 3rd overall. Former Spanish champion Jose Hinojo drove Andalusia just 3 months ago as a test of suspension settings, and it seems to have worked on the Dakar. He's confident of a podium, even if he slipped to 8th overall. Red Bull's Seth Quintero is the youngest driver on the rally, but at just 18 years old has already won his class on the Mint 400 and on the Vegas to Reno. He's safely inside the top 10. Trained as a dentist, Cristina Gutierrez had a clean run today, brushing the others aside, 4th overall. And following the stage victory in the cars, Nasser Al-Attiyah's younger brother Khalifa was 5th on the stage, and with Italian co-driver Michele Ginotto, there's a variety of languages in the car.
Well, this is what you call a bad day on the Dakar. Disaster for Mark van den Heuvel. The Dutchman's name literally translates to "of the hill," but he has been undone by the giant hills of the Saudi desert. Sierhai Vyazovic won the stage today in spite of a few technical problems. The Belarusian shoring up 2nd place in the standings. He's said that the podium is his minimum target this year. And remarkably, considering they covered 400 kilometers today, there were only 18 seconds separating Vyazovic and Dmitry Sotnikov. The overall leader taking great care with his navigation, and he still leads by almost 17 minutes. Sotnikov's Kamaz teammate Anton Shibalov was 3rd on the stage, and he sits 3rd overall. Martin Matchik is 4th, and the 31-year-old Czech has made a solid start as he goes in search of another top 5 finish.
The story of Stage 3 was American Skylar Howes taking the overall lead in the bikes class as a privateer. This means he does not have factory support and therefore is doing this with far less resources.